I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Okay, I roll a 6 and I slap the girl in the face. Oh. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I doubt that. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That sounds like me and my brother, actually. It takes like 2 hours to tie his damn laces. I'm going without you. By the way, Madge, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? That sounds terrifying. I already told you I'm really not interested, because, yeah, I'm so into this game at the moment. I haven't been looking either. You bet your hell I haven't. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Now I promised my mother I would join a club this year. You are not to tell her. Did I? No, honestly, it was just a promise to my parents that I would get out the house and meet people. It's not actually gonna happen. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay, cross out the anime bit, but that's about right. Yes, Brio. Drag him over some hot coals, boys. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Okay, this is a bit too true to life at the moment. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Good grief, she is my mother. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. This music is driving me freaking insane already.
Actually, I have this muted.
Well, how do I turn this fucking thing off?
Majora, don't swear.
Sorry, I've barely started, I know.
It's very friendly game, then it should be family friendly, language.
I was specifically told this game was not suitable for children, Blue. Any children, if you're listening to this stream, you need to stop now. Well, you could come to my club. Anything but the anime club. I'm on board with this. Oh, there is no way I'm going to your club. Okay, never mind then. Apparently I'm a meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Now that is my sort of club, the Jane Austen Club, especially with tea and nice dresses and just sitting down and reading books. That's my kind of jam, actually. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Good grief, these people have no culture. Yeah, no, I veto this. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Well, if there's cupcakes and literature, yeah, let's do this. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? This woman knows how to bribe me. Yes, let's-a go! Woohoo! Yippee! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh fuck, am I a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh no, I'm a boy called Madge. Ah, hello, a boy called Madge. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. That's also true to life. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, back up. First of all, one of them has glowing green neon eyes and is definitely been exposed to something radioactive. I mean, just look at her. Those are radioactive eyes. The other one has pink eyes, and the other one has purple eyes. These girls are not cute, they're aliens. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club, until I turned up anyway.
Hey, Majo.
Hello, is that Snake?
Hello, yes, it's me.
Why are you whispering? Oh, of course, we're in the literature club. Yes,
Are
no
you?
talking in the literature club.
Are you having fun?
Not so far, no.
Okay.
Keep passing the notes under the desk. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki, if you say so, game. Well, it's nice to meet both of you, I assume. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Who's Monica? That's right. Oh, that's Radioactive Green Girl. It's great to see you again, Madge, who is a boy. Monica smiles sweetly, but more to the point, there's some sort of weird contortion thing with her hips. Like, what pose is that? What's she doing? What is she doing?
That's a good question, yeah.
Monica is our radioactive green girl cow. It's the most glaring thing about her, just how radioactive green her eyes are. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Ugh. And still with some sort of broken hip going on. Maybe it was a horrible netball accident. I had to turn the music down because it was driving me insane after about 5 minutes. Do you want me to turn it a bit back up?
Well, yeah.
Oh no. You do love torturing me, you guys. Come sit down, Madge, who is a boy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. This is boring, cow, I agree. Finally, cupcakes. The cake was not a lie. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. You bloody well better get them. I was brought here on cakes. How about I make some tea as well? Now, Yuri is obviously the sensible one here. Tea and cake. Now we put on our Jane Austen dresses, the nice empire waistline. Yeah, this is how you do it. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. And these desks all have one chair and are nowhere near big enough for this purpose. Like this background image is just... no.
Just though.
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Okay. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I don't even get to choose what seat I get. When does this become interactive? Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Yes, I was ready 5 minutes ago. Eh? I don't know what that sound is meant to be, but she looks like she's suddenly going to have to rush off to Lulu any second. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh dear, that feels too much like cannibalism.
What?
The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Fair, far too prissy, just bite it. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? It certainly seems to be taking forever. Did I roll a 1 and fumble the cake? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? What? Made them for you or anything? I thought you did make the cupcakes. What's going on here? The cake was a lie! I thought you technically did. Sayori said... well, maybe. Okay, what's going on here? But, you know, not for you, dummy. Okay, whatever. I'm confused. Indeed, I dismiss that conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Is it really necessary to go into this kind of detail with the descriptions? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Of course they keep a whole tea set. What kind of question is that? This is the literature club. This is the most civilized place in the entire school. Of course they have a whole tea set. What kind of dumb idiot boy am I supposed to be playing here? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission because they use it at break time as well. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Fucking yes it does. I meant that, you know, what? Okay, I'm still confused. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm playing a complete lame-o dick, aren't I? Doesn't read, likes anime. Throw this one back, ladies. He doesn't belong in this literature club. He has no class. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. What's going on here? So what made you consider the literature club? Is because I was threatened with the anime club and my mother insisted I had to go socialise. In other words. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by my mother. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Can we actually read some books now? This is taking forever. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Let's get on with it. Okay, Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the regular clubs, but she likes literature. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? And then she does that creepy thing with her hips again. Stop doing that, Monica. Go to the nurse. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. That's a good point. I agree with her. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. There we go. Her hips is still freaky, but I agree with her. Yes, Seth, she absolutely needs to seek a doctor. She keeps popping her hip out. Poor girl. Of course, no one's, rude enough to mention it to her that she's got this strange hip problem that keeps popping out, because that would be rude. Okay, we're not going to mention it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader, and no one's mentioning her disability because that is obviously not slowing her down. Many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Ugh, pooey with that, literature's the best. I'm an actual author. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Bugger that, just write a book. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. Bugger school events! Read a book! Why do we have to do events? We're here to read. That's like the inverse of an event. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Well, we're certainly not going to do any reading before we graduate at this rate. Right, everyone? Yeah. Yay. Woo. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. You sure about that? None of them... I've actually picked up a book yet, I should point out here. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Wow, is literature really that unpopular? No one likes to read around here, Zeph. I know, it's like the literature club has apparently 4 people, none of which actually want to be there. What the hell? No! No, I vetoed that. Not manga. Fuck manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Good, ignore her. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yuri's my girl. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yuri, you are my girl. And isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Apparently I read a horror book once. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if for a brief moment. We continue to ignore Natsuki. We continue to ignore her. We continue to ignore her. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? We ignore her some more. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. What's going on here? What's going... No, okay, I feel like I should leave the room. I think that's impressive. The creepy shoulder-touching moment has apparently passed, and I'm still not sure why it was even there. Okay, why don't you share your poems, darling? She doesn't want to? Fine, we continue to ignore her. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. It's true, Yuri, you're my girl. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Can we pick up a book at some time? No, not the hip thing again. Ah! I've got to stop doing that. She's going to think I'm like disabledist or something. It's creepy. She's popped her hip right out again. Don't stare at her with her weird hip thing. All four girls stare back at me with radioactive, glowing eyes. I'm defenseless against these girls. Apparently. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? What? You pervert. I don't like this game. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' radioactive eyes light up to an even brighter degree. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Gross. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I actually did just come for the cupcakes. Oh, not the hip again. Welcome to the literature club. Can we read something now, please? Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. We didn't pick up a single book! Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Pick up a book! Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Madge, who is a boy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Would be nice to... Oh, not the hip. Ugh. It would be nice to express myself in this game. I haven't been able to pick anything. I didn't get to select my cupcake. I didn't get to select my seat. I didn't even get to select a book to read. It's really depressing. Can I really impress the class star moniker with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Yes, I know, Zeph. They could have at least given me the small interaction of having to pick a colour of cupcake. That would have immediately given the game 5 more points, you know, just being able to select a cupcake. And yes, I would have probably gone for the purple one, but it would have been nice to have the option. You know what I'm saying? Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I finally get to interact with something anyway. Well, rainbow. Incapable. Unending. Grief. Shame. Daydream. Vertigo. Ooh, marshmallow. I'm not really keen on any of these words. I guess we'll go music. What? Suicide? What the fuck is that doing in here? Forgive, maybe? Infinite's a good word. I like Heaven Sent there, we'll go with that. Interaction hype. It's like, this is the most interaction I've ever had ever. Puppy. Imagination. Ambient. Entropy. I don't even know what that word is. I'm totally picking that one. Incongruent. I always like that one. I don't like parfait. It's a stupid French word. Vivid. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Yes, it is. I want to go home. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. We haven't done any literature. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Absolutely true. And last year too. Absolutely true. I don't know if you just plan here to come here and hang out or what. Well, I'm certainly not coming here to do any reading. Okay. Manga is literature. I'm sorry, my brain's having a philosophical dispute here. Manga, literature. Okay, cast your votes in the comments. I'm going to say manga is literature, but only just barely. It's more of a... It's the most trashy kind of literature you could possibly imagine. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat, and we shall continue to ignore her. Don't worry, guys. Madge always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, because I have nothing better to do than go on your fetch quests. I should have called myself Link. Like cooking, cleaning my room, my name is Link. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Don't be. How come you and Madge, who is a boy, can become good friends too? But I don't want to have to clean her bedroom as well. I really don't want to have to clean her bedroom as well, Sayori. That's what I'm saying in those ... I really don't want to have to clean another bedroom as well as yours, and I don't even... I don't even. Well, here. Thank goodness I finally... A book! It's a book! Stop, press! It's a book! Sweet Jesus! So I picked out a book! I thought you might enjoy. I can't handle this. It's a book. It's a book! My brain has just exploded. She actually gave me a book. How is this girl accidentally... Whatever! It's a book! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this, considering it's the only book this club apparently has that was almost certainly a true statement. I enthusiastically take the book. Yes! Da-da-da-da! Got a book! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Like, I don't know, sit down and read? But that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, whoop-de-doo. Can we just read the book together like literature clubs do? This is the whole point. You're meant to sit down and read it together. Whoever made this a game, inverted commas, never ever went to literature, did he? Never even attended a literature class. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Because it's a fucking literature club and you're all meant to be reading the same book. Sorry, I'm just going... It's a literature club! You're meant to read the same book and discuss it! Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. What? I mean, what? I just happened to buy What? 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 I'll definitely start reading it soon. These people are clueless. Do you even know how to literature? There's an ominous looking eye. Okay, now this is the Witchcraft Club. We're in the Witchcraft Club. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give any... It's a witchcraft book! No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. And Madge, who is a boy, says that's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly when what you thought related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? I feel like I should let you know I have this problem of not being able to actually read a literature book in literature club. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. That's the point, darling. That's the point. That's why we're here. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Whatever. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Please, let's go back to reading. I really don't think you need to worry since we're here to read and get engrossed and not chatter on to... fuck it. That just means you're passionate about reading. We'll have to infer that from context, because... It is a literature club, after all! Ah! Says Yuri after I yelled at her. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! Yes, let's get started. You don't have to. Oh, come on. Just a moment ago you said we could please start finally reading something, please. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. I'm an actual literature student. I did English literature, and this is so painful. Yeah, are you sure? Blah 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 blah. I opened the book. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. La 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 la. Oh! We have a new picture. This is the most fascinating thing that's happened so far. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the... What? 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 Oh, for God's sake. Are we meant to be reading? I'm not sure how much more of this I can take. Blah 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 blah.